For my preliminary task, I had to create my own front cover and contents page for a college magazine. I pastiche the conventions from research I did of already existing college magazines, just as I did with my music magazine. However, you can see that I have progressed in the understanding of codes and convention magazines and how they are used to convey certain connotations for my audience demographic. Firstly, I learned that more planning, pre-production, means for a better production. This all included time management, taking better photos, and actually planning for my 4 pages. My time management skills have not been very successful, and I've often left things to the end, which puts more pressure on me to get my production finished, but also to get the high standard of what I'm aiming for. I should therefore in future prepare a more detailed week schedule than I did do, of what I'm going to complete and what lesson and what spare time I will do that. This is because in the weekly schedules I have already made were only rough guides in order to keep up with the work that I was already behind on, which meant that I couldn't actually focus my lesson plans easily. Taking better photographs is a clear improvement for my preliminary task. I booked the studio in college to take pictures on a plain background for my front cover and double-page spread, which means that I don't have a distracting background to take away from cover lines article I would be placing over the top. I did have backgrounds on my other photos and contents page, but to serve the purpose of making it look different places and look more like I've gone around the country interviewing people for my magazine, as this is what I would do if I were to use real artists rather than my models. By planning for better photos during mise-en-scène, it means that the quality of my photos would be better. This is due to using a DSLR camera rather than a portable camera, which is what I use for my preliminary task. You can see the images are sharper and more put together. This also means that editing photos is to a minimum by having more focused shot means that the faces, eyes and teeth will all be clearer and meaningful and less challenged when it comes to editing. Other things I have learned is to follow the analysis of codes and conventions more clearly by analysing magazines in more depth through the use of theorists such as Dick Hebdige, Laura Mulvey, and all other theorists I have mentioned throughout my project. By following conventions more, it is easier to pastiche the same convention in my own media product. For my masthead, I learned that taking more aesthetically made use of tools such as the gradient tool will make my masthead more attractive. This is because I got the opinions of my class to give me feedback on the one they thought was best, which makes it easy to get my target audience to like my magazine masthead. I also learned that I should use colour that don't clash with one another. Though I used seemingly clashy colours of red, blue and yellow on my preliminary task for a purpose of the college colours, I learned that colours that go together are better seen for a better magazine. This is so that the audience would enjoy looking at the colours on the page and therefore want to buy it. It also makes it easier to read and more clear of what words I am using. If I were to do it again, I would use more models. Though I do have 4 different models already, it does show that I have obviously used models rather than go out to see real bands. This is because they are all individual photos with no group shots. I therefore have more varied models and have group shots along with a variety of different photos to choose from, and having choice makes for choosing the better photos for a higher quality magazine. I would also redo my double page spread if I could do it again, as the images I have used through related to the person I am interviewing do look out of place and more or less like they have been used just for this reason. This means better planning and more time construction in order to be able to pastiche the conventions easier than place my photos on double page spread in haste, as it looks well less presented. The other lesson I have learned is backing up my work more regularly, and therefore I will not have to waste more time in trying to create a new document, in my case, another article piece, and have more time to perfect things within the time frame given without having to rush things.